God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up.
Yo.
Oh no.
Can you hear yourself?
I'm missing an action.
Okay, I can hear you though.
You can? Okay. In that case, that's fine.
What it do, y'all?
Hi.
Oh my God. We have had such an eventful day today.
It's been a day.
But it's been a great day.
It's
you know,
been
guys.
a fantastic day.
Y'all know why? We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary of Owaze.
It's
Very
two
happy.
things. It's also New Year's Eve.
Which, by the way, the great thing about having a 1-year anniversary on New Year's Eve is that you get to celebrate two things.
Yes, it's a double whammy.
Exactly.
I'm kind of glad we waited to start the show until January 1st. Because you remember we could have started it like a week prior, but we were like, let's wait.
We wanted to wait.
Yeah.
And we felt like this was such a great moment to mark starting, and then every year it's like, hey.
We could celebrate it on January 1st, and would it be that hard of an anniversary to remember?
Plus, it happened to fall on Fridays both times, which was great. Very happy about that.
God set it all up on purpose. So we spent most of our day together, had lunch, had fun, talked. For the first time, I think this year, we talked about anything but work.
We always talk about work,
Which is new.
Always. When we say always, me and TG talk every day. And
multiple times a day.
Yes, throughout the day we talk several times, and we'll be like, "Yo, what about this? Did you get this done? What do you think about this?" And so today there was no work talk. It was literally just two girls hanging out, having fun, and I definitely enjoyed myself.
It's been a great day, fantastic evening, and it's about to get better because we in the house, y'all. We are gonna wrap up our 2021.
Woo!
We have to celebrate it. I know it's been a tough year for a lot of people. It has been for us too. Don't get us wrong.
I think that's life. People, when they say that things are good, that doesn't mean that it's devoid of challenges.
Yeah.
You're going to experience a little bit of all of it because that's life. But I think overall, this 2021 has been such an eventful year for both me and TG.
One to remember.
For sure. One for the books, for sure. We're going to talk about so many things, what we've learned, things that we've gained, things that we've taken as lessons, ways that, we hope that 2022 can sort of just continue on with the same spirit as 2021.
True. I have ideas about 2022 too. I have so many ideas.
We
have so many ideas, so many things in the works for you guys too.
So excited. And there's one thing that I want me and TG to do. I've talked about this with you a couple weeks ago. I'll mention it again later on into the show because I feel like it's when I think of the first show that we did, so last year at this time, we talked a lot about just writing goals and being very reflective and manifestation. And I think that we've really incorporated all of those elements into our year. So I kind of want us to be reflective as well about the entire year and things that we said that we're going to do. Did we do them?
Some of them, yes.
So I want us to sort of just, talk about our entire year, but I also want to give you guys the chance to be able to reflect on your year with us too, because we started this journey together.
I mean, if you were here throughout the whole thing, it's only right.
It's only right, absolutely. So we're so excited to celebrate with you guys, and in terms of celebrating, I don't celebrate without food. So I'm gonna be eating.
Oh God, we've eaten so much today. She's still going, you guys.
TG's like, I don't want to see food. I don't want to smell
I don't
it.
want to think about food. food.
I was like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm about to eat in a little bit. So I'm about to eat during the show, guys. Do not mind me. Don't consider it being, rude or anything. I'm just celebrating out here. Yeah. But definitely, we're going to do all of that and more. So make sure to hit us up throughout the show on our social media, particularly on our Telegram at Awaze Media. That's AWAZE. MEDIA.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes, and we're also going to play some dope tracks too. So if you guys have any tracks you want to hear, make sure to let us know. So should we get to some music?
Yes.
I'm all the way lit.
I'm like ready to get lit up in here.
Right?
There's great speakers in the studio, you guys. And we're about to get our dance.
Yeah, I was literally like singing my heart out. TG was like, what's happening?
She's like, how?
But I'm excited, and I hope that you guys are too. Happy New Year's once again. Let's get to a musical break, and then we'll be back with more here on The Awaze Show. Let's get it.
Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up.
All right, we're back at it again.
Ooh, better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Welcome back, y'all, to the Awaze Show here on ABC 104.7. Happy New Year's. As well as happy 1 year anniversary to us.
Man, we should have found candles. I don't know why we didn't do that.
Candles?
Yeah.
To celebrate?
Yes.
I did not think of that at all.
Very childish. We'll do it tomorrow.
We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do that just between me and TG. We'll be like,
Yeah.
hey.
We need to, make a wish, blow out a candle for 2020.
No, definitely.
Set 2022 off right.
Definitely. I definitely agree with that.
How you doing?
Good.
Good day?
Good day.
Good year?
I was just about to say that.
No.
I was about to say good day, good year. How has, if I can ask you to sum up 2021 in one word for yourself, how has it been for you?
Growth. That's definitely the word to use. Above everything else, this year has definitely been the year that has challenged me the most. My patience, my time, my pockets, all of it.
My pockets.
My pockets. But it's also been a year of so much growth and so much learning about myself and, my potential, my limits, my just ability, everything that I could possibly think of. It has been a year that has taught you so much, and regardless of what happens in life, it's the I hear you drinking.
I'm like, you're just like trying to take in the water silently.
No, we all are. But yeah, above everything else, this year has been a year of just learning so much. And it's so important because these are the things that will help you as you go on in life. So for me, growth.
Oh, for sure.
What about you?
Pretty much. It's pretty much been the same. I think last year my word was healing. Because there was just a lot of things that I felt like I needed to heal and just sort of move past from.
Yeah.
So that was my word for last year. And this year, I do believe that it's growth as well. And I say that because I have literally been able to see the change in every part of my life. I don't think there's a a single part of my life in which that has remained stagnant.
Like 2020 was, that it still is now.
Nope. I don't think there's any remnants of, stagnation in my life throughout this year. I think that I have evolved. I think that I have grown, even in times that have that I felt uncomfortable. Because not all of it is pretty. Anybody who says that growing is cute is not.
It's not.
You're basically,
it's growing pains. We say that all the time.
Have you ever had your teeth, your wisdom teeth be grown back? That's painful. That's exactly I think what this year has been. But I have realized that the things that I thought I lost, I never really did lose.
Of course not.
You don't really lose anything that's meant for you. You never really lose anything that's supposed to be yours. And that's inclusive of not just things, but people, situations, outcomes, all of that. So for me, I definitely feel like this has been a year of me evolving. Wow. And I'm very happy. Very happy. I say that with a smile on my face. That, like I said, all of it has been challenging at points too, but also I know that it's been for my good. So 2021 is definitely one for the books. I can for sure say that.
Yeah, we're going to be like, kids, one of these days, with the grandkids or with the kids or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
You will always remember that point in your life where you decided to take charge.
Right?
And you decided to just be more mindful of the decisions you made, the places you went to,
sure,
the path that your life is on. So nobody really forgets that. And 2021 was definitely that year for us. There were a lot of ups and downs, though.
I mean,
I full on broke my leg and was in a cast on the bed for a month.
I still can't believe that happened this year. Like, when we say that it wasn't all good, this is what we mean.
Child, I went my entire life without breaking, so much as spraining a single thing on my body.
Yeah.
To just this one day waking up and breaking my leg at the tender age of 26 and having this, I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
I mean, and I think this year for me, interestingly enough, TGA, towards the end of 2021, my health has gotten a lot better.
Absolutely.
Before that, y'all, my health was on the rocks, okay? I was out here sick. I was out here not even understanding why I got sick. And now, I have been taking care of myself so much better, being intentional about it. Before, it was just I'm waking up the day and I'm like, Jesus, I hope you take the wheel. But, I wasn't being mindful of what I was eating and, what I was surrounding myself with. Because honestly speaking, sometimes putting yourself in certain situations around certain people can impact your energy.
Oh my God.
And it can impact your health. That is a thing. And I was mindful of creating boundaries around certain situations and people that I'm like, you know what? You ain't gonna have access to me no more. You ain't gonna cause me no amount of discomfort to the point that I'm getting sick over certain situations. So my health has gotten so much better. I'm so grateful. You don't understand. To be healthy in this day and age, it's a blessing.
A lot of y'all have colds and COVID right now listening
I'm sorry,
to this.
y'all. I'm sorry. But I've been sick most of my life. Yes. I've been sick.
We were saying it yesterday. We were like, I guess our immunities have gotten better.
They have.
And we were like, damn it, we deserve it. We were sick when everybody else was healthy.
All y'all were healthy. All y'all were just fine.
Thriving.
This is our turn to shine. Oh my God.
Oh, how the turntables.
You know what?
We're kidding. We hope everybody that's currently dealing with the new wave of COVID is doing better. Take care of you.
No, it's really hard. It's really hard because we've seen it with everybody.
We're seeing friends and family struggle quite a bit with it.
People that we didn't expect to have it take so hard on, we're just like, oh my goodness, no, this is very serious.
Yeah.
To protect yourself, cover, your face, what I mean? Make sure to keep that physical distance. No, for real, it's real serious out here.
But we are grateful for it because when Howie says we were sick, we were tired all the time, she wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
It's every other day. It's jaguara, it's a headache, it's, you know what I mean? There was always something wrong with either you or me.
For sure.
And we both understood it because we were both like, sick? Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, health feels really nice. And even my fiance will be like, you're you're so much healthier.
It's a thing. If you
he
know
has
us,
to take care of me.
Exactly. If you know us, you would know that this is a big deal. Even my mom was like, you are honestly so much more healthier, because my mom, every time she would be in town, and she's not in town much, she would always be taking care of me, and she was literally like, is this how you always live? And I'm like, no. But I promise it's not. But I'm very grateful, and I think like I said, me and TG, the reason why we say year of growth is because even in health, even in our hair, y'all, we've been taking so much better care of our hair. For those of you
hair
who just all of it, for those of you who have listened to our very first guest that we had on Oaze. So we're taking, a stroll down memory lane through our various shows. The first guest that we had, I think it was like the second or third episode of Oaze, we had an individual named Raditz. Shout outs to Raditz from Curl Love. Yeah. And, we were talking about just taking care of our hair, doing protective hairstyles, natural hair care journey, and the like. And at first, that was not something me and TG were really doing.
No. We were just getting started, more or less. We liked the lifestyle. The grass definitely looked greener from where we were standing, but we weren't.
We weren't there.
We weren't a part of it. We weren't on that lawn either. But yeah, I think it's definitely, that's what I meant by this year has definitely been the most mindful I've been, not just of making career choices and decisions, but life choices and decisions.
Oh, for sure.
This year is the year that I cut off the most toxic parts of my relationships.
Preach, girl.
My relationships to family, my relationships to friends, the ones that were really just hurting my heart that I've held on to for years. And this was the year that I was like, nope, I choose better.
I choose me.
I choose my health, my peace, my happiness. I especially when it comes to family, I was like, yeah, we're related. We'll probably run into each other at some point. But I don't care. I choose freedom. I choose to cut the strings that hold me tied to you and keep me unhappy. And so I choose to cut those strings and walk away. I don't care about the consequences. I just would rather be happy and at peace.
I don't think there are consequences. I think the consequence that existed was the fact that we held on way too long.
Yeah, and people are like, how could you do that? You can't do that to family.
Right.
That's your family.
And it took a toll on our mental health. It took a toll on our emotional well-being. And I think the moment that we were just like, no, I have to do what's best for me. I have to create boundaries. I have to create a space in which I feel at peace and I feel safe and I feel understood. And if that means that I have to let you go, then by all means. And I think me and TG have been in that same journey in the sense of creating boundaries. This has been a year in which I have created intentionally a lot of boundaries. Created a lot of boundaries.
You shall not pass.
I finally looked at myself as the prize. And I don't just mean, being the prize in relationships with intimate others. I'm talking about in general. I was like, no, gonna let anybody just have access to me. Yeah, do y'all know who I am? And I think for the longest time, I never carried myself with that kind of grace. I never carried myself with that kind of love. I just, I was just okay with, just allowing things to be the way that they were. And that was not okay.
Yeah.
We allowed a lot of things to be what they shouldn't have. And I think this has been such a great year in the sense that me and TG are like, you know what? Maybe we had to cut those people out, but we found ourselves and we loved ourselves in return. And that is a plus.
That's growth.
I'm very happy.
See the word growth?
See? I've been using it in every part of our lives.
Yes, absolutely.
I want to ask you, which show out of all the shows that we've done was the one that stuck with you?
Ooh, it's so hard to choose just one because a lot of our shows was us sitting here and being like, wow, you just shattered my world a little bit.
That's why I asked you this question.
I will say one of the biggest ones was with Dr. Zara when we had the daddy issues.
Yes.
The episode about daddy issues where she was talking about our attraction to toxic traits and toxic people by saying it's home.
Yeah.
it's like home. It's, you recognize it because that's the home you grew up in. You know, it might not be exactly the same, but it has the same toxicity levels, and you see it, and subconsciously you think, home.
Yeah.
And you feel safe there, even though it is not.
It's not safe.
And her saying that, it took me weeks to be okay, to just be like, oh damn, that other time I did that was what I was doing. So I had to sit there and find multiple times in my life where I did that exact same thing, and I'm like, god damn it. God, every time I think I've figured out my childhood traumas and have channeled them into something good, I end up learning about more things that I do. What is a personality if it's not a trauma response at this point? Like, how can a person's entire personality be just trauma response?
Like revolved around trauma?
And I'm just like, damn, who would I have been if I didn't have to protect myself, keep myself safe, keep myself happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's that show really messed me up. So shout out to you, Dr. Sarah.
No, for sure. I think for me, that show released me of the, at least it started to release me of the chains of my inner voice. What I mean by that is, I think my inner voice held me captive of so many things in my life simply because my inner voice was created by my caretakers. So it wasn't essentially my voice, but it was my parents' voice that became essentially my own after some point.
Okay.
And it was why I was so critical of myself, and I expected perfection, and I was always, you know what I mean, like this and that, and I never gave myself grace, or I never gave myself rest, or I never gave myself love, because those were not things that I grew up hearing. So I essentially repeated the things that I was told when I was younger, and then I just continued that voice within myself. But once I started to do the healing, now
you're just like, no.
It's literally like, I cannot tell you, I've been able to separate the voice, my inner voice, which now is a very healthy, loving, nurturing voice, from the voice of my parents. Because sometimes those situations occur where my caretakers will still talk to me in certain ways that echo my former inner voice, and I'm not triggered anymore. It's like, wait, why are you talking to me like that? Whereas before it was home because I was used to it. Now it's like, you can't talk to me like that anymore.
I'm a grown woman.
Exactly. And it's like, I have so much love and I hold so much space for myself that's when I realized that I've evolved in that moment. And I think the show has really played a big part in that.
Yeah.
And so I was talking about this with TG a few weeks back. These shows that we do, guys, like, you don't understand. It's not just an interview and then we just go home, but we really do take the time to be reflective, and we try to heal and grow.
True. And everything said on here, said outside of here, all the people that we've met because of Awaze, all the people that we were bold enough to go out of our way and be like, come to the show.
Yeah.
Happy was another one of those people that really affected the heck out of me. Shout out to Happy.
I couldn't talk that day, y'all. My voice was all the way gone.
She was in a bizarre verb for the most part. But yeah, Happy was one of those people that reinforced the idea of your energy, the type of, just good, positive. Yeah.
I just had a revelation.
What
keep
happened?
going. No, keep going. I will talk about it.
But yeah, he reinforced, like, for example, he was explaining why he called himself Happy. It's because he said words have powers, and I wanted everybody to see my name when they scroll through social media, when they talk to me, to just repeat that word happy.
Yeah.
Happy. And he was like, words have power. And so he took the time out to change so much as his name, the thing that people know him by, to be a positive word. Because you're like, yeah, and you're like, damn, I don't have patience, but people can learn that.
People call patience. Tigist. Imagine people calling you that again and again. Because I call TG, but I've never called TG Tigist. The revelation that I got. Do you remember the piece of paper that you picked out?
Yes.
What was the word that you picked out? Because we did this thing, guys, where when Happy came, he had like a few pieces of papers in his hand, and he was like, randomly pick one, and whatever you picked, there was a single word on the paper, and I guess it was supposed to be reflective of your life, or it somehow should give you some sort of meaning as to where you are in your life at the current moment. What was your word?
It was not patience, but it was something like that.
Was yours love? I think yours was love.
Something, yeah. What was yours?
Forgiveness.
Yeah, I remember that. I was gonna say forgiveness, but that's yours. That's not mine.
Mine was forgiveness. And the reason why I'm like kind of blown right now was because, remember the conversation that we had?
That dream, yes. I've been thinking about that dream all week.
I had this dream, and this dream that I had to do with forgiving an individual who wronged me in my life. And I think for the longest time, me and TG were kind of just like, about the individual. I
still don't like that person.
We're just like, But I had a dream where that individual was in my dream, and I was, I guess, in that individual's shoes. And I was able to see life and the interactions that person had with me. So mind you, I was that person in my dream. This is my own damn dream. And I was that person. I was able to see that person's life through their shoes and how they interacted with me and why they were the way they were with me, which it doesn't excuse the act, but it helped me to understand their emotional state. And when I woke up, I was filled with an overwhelming sense to forgive that individual. And I had so much peace about it. And I told TG about the dream, and I was like, this and this and this happened. I forgive that person. And I think if I see that person, I will be cordial, and I think I'm able to be warm. But that doesn't mean I want that person in my life, but I think I've come to a point of forgiveness. And TG was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I still want to throw hands. I don't know. I'm still ready to throw hands.
But I literally did not even remember that the paper that I got from Happy was about forgiveness. And wow, that is profound.
You need a minute.
Can we get to a musical break so I can take this in? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys, this has been, when we say a year of growth and a year of evolving, we mean it.
True. And when we come back, we're going to play 20 questions of New Year's Eve for New Year's Eve. You guys have to play along with us, answer, genuinely reflect back on your year.
Please.
Because most of the time we tend to live in autopilot mode, and I hear Chris Brown in the background, and now I can't focus.
We're gonna talk more about this game.
Yeah, so we're gonna play a game. Reddy is texting and said, "Forgiveness, huh? She's mature."
Child, I'm trying to tell y'all, it took some time to actually get here.
Me and Reddy are still on the petty part.
TG knows that pettiness is something that I live with. It's in my veins, but I feel like this year won't let me continue with the year unless I forgave. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, God, I see what you're trying to do. But we're going to talk more about this game, 21 games.
20 questions for New Year's Eve. We're going to play that game and reflect on the year. Make sure to stay tuned. I'm going to go crump.
You know what? The song calls for it. You'll see what we mean when we get to this musical break. Don't move a muscle, y'all. We'll be back afterwards.
Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up.
All right, we're back, y'all.
Is your man
on the floor? Hey.
I love Chris. I keep saying Chris Brown is canceled.
You have a love-hate relationship with
But
Chris
then
Brown.
I hear 16-year-old Chris Brown.
And you are in love all over
I
again?
cannot I cannot believe my eyes.
Oh, Lord.
I love Chris Brown. Sorry. Love him, hate him.
All of the...
Yeah, we have a very complicated relationship. Shout outs to you, Chris Brown.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Wazzy Show.
It is the New Year's Eve / 1 year anniversary.
I was eating y'all during the musical break.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, and I'm not sorry at the same time. I warned y'all. Is it so staticky? Jesus.
The loudest thing
All right,
ever.
we're good. We're back, and we talked about playing a game before the musical break.
So we wanted y'all to play with us as well. It's the 20 New Year's Eve questions. It's a great way to assess.
Yes.
You know how you have a job and then the next day you have to write a report about it?
Which you did just recently.
Oh my god. The corporate world is crazy. But this is sort of a way of kind of writing a report to yourself about, okay, how was my year?
True.
Because you tend to forget so many things.
If you're not reflective, you know what we did last year on our first show, we talked about writing things down, being mindful, telling you guys to just be reflective of not just the show, but every part of your life. It's like, are you just thinking the way that everybody else does, or are you actually being mindful of your own actions and thoughts? So that's what we're doing right now. And I like the questions.
You're ready to play the game? Yeah, I figured you would.
Play along with us, y'all.
Of course.
We want you guys to play along with us. Ask yourselves these questions too. So it's called 20 Questions for New Year's Eve. You ready for the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What was the single best thing that happened this past year? So if you can think of one thing.
I can think of one thing. For me, it was, so I'm at home. It's like a month and a half, 2 months after we applied for a grant from the Australian Embassy. I'm at home, I'm not feeling that great. Babe comes home with like takeaway and they're like having a good day. They're a little tipsy, they're bothering me. And I get a phone call and I'm like, y'all are too loud, I'm gonna go take this in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I pick up the phone and it's somebody with an Australian accent and I froze. I was like, wait. This can't possibly be. And the whole time she's having a conversation with me, I'm just like, I can't wait to hang up this phone and call Howie. Because she not gonna believe this. She not gonna believe this ish. And she was like, congratulations, you guys were able to compete against 800 companies within East Africa. And I'm like,
wait, what?
That is humongous.
Yeah.
And I kept saying it. I was like, it would be nice if we won, but I don't know if we
She was really trying to not keep her hopes up. I was like, TG, I was like, yo, like this and this is happening. She's like, I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm like, but then this is happening. She's like, I still don't want to get my hopes up. I'm like, no, we have to. I think for me, one thing I really wanted to be mindful of was to celebrate the small wins that we had.
Okay.
Because we did so much this year.
We did.
And I think one thing that we did was we took the moment to just be like, yay, during like every moment of it, so that we didn't look back and say that we didn't enjoy every part of the year. So for sure, I like that we did that.
What was it for you though? What was the most amazing moment for you this year?
Damn it. This one is hard because I think that there were so many moments in which okay, this is gonna be weird. Okay. But this was a personal moment. So I started doing this thing where I would look in the mirror, and when you look at the hand gesture of a high five, you normally give somebody a high five for something positive, right? You never normally give anybody a high five for something negative.
No.
And so it started to be something that I did to myself in the mirror every day when I woke up. I'd be like, hey, Howie.
High five.
Hey, girl. Hey, beautiful. I talk to myself and I just do the high five. And one day I did it, and I remember I woke up in the morning looking forward to giving myself a high five. And it was like, I realized the amount of self-love that I had that I never had before.
I'm still not there, so I'm baffled by that.
And I literally woke up, I was like, give myself a high five. Who does that? I know that sounds so cheesy.
No.
But it made me realize you actually really love yourself now. Because before you didn't. Before, people could talk crazy to you. Before, people could get away with, crossing your boundaries. Before, you can get in toxic relationships and think about the other person before yourself. And that was a realization for me that was no longer the case. That I loved myself enough, that I held so much space and gratitude for myself. So that day for me, that moment, as cheesy as it sounds, was a realization of self-love for me after all of these years on this earth. So
yeah, mine's money.
Both still very good things.
Fantastic things to be able to do, say, achieve.
Yes. So for me, it's more inner. Yes. Yeah. But the second one is, what is the single most challenging thing that has happened this year?
Personally,
yeah,
it had to have been breaking my leg.
Oh yeah, child. She didn't even know she broke her leg.
Okay, so for the millionth time, the story. All right, here it is. So 2 weeks or 3 weeks prior to that, Howie tells me she's not gonna go to work the next day because she was at work, fell down a flight of stairs.
I don't understand.
She was like, yo, I fell down the stairs. I tumbled down, y'all. I literally tumbled down, and I got up and I was like, Jesus, no one saw me, right? She was like, nobody saw me though, so it's cool. I was like, oh damn. Like 2 weeks later, we'd scheduled to shoot this video at a friend's studio.
Yes.
And he's like waiting for us for lunch. Somebody I respect and look up to so much. Mm-hmm. And I was already running late, and I am rushing down the stairs. My mom calls. I'm trying to pick up the phone. I slip.
Oh Lord.
Tumble down the stairs. Babe's upstairs. He hears it. He's like, what was that?
Before she slipped, y'all, she did the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal, on her tippy toes, and literally slid down the stairs.
I did tippy toes, fell down a whole flight of stairs. And he came out to just be like, oh, what just happened? And he saw like our neighbor. She was downstairs. She was like helping me get the dust off my couch. She's like, are you okay?
Oh my God.
I'm good. My ride's waiting for me. I got a dip.
It's crazy, yo.
I limp to my ride, get in the ride, and still go. And I'm like, now I think about it, I'm like, are you crazy?
I can't believe you did that.
Stay home. What is wrong with you?
I think we were just on the go. We were so concerned about like work and hustling and grinding.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea she was going through that. Deadass. Like, she was like, Howie, I think I broke my leg on the way to going to see her. And I was like, TG, like, when did this happen? We've been talking the whole day.
What do you mean? Just halfway. So got there, didn't film anything, had to like have my leg up on a pillow the whole time. Went home, continued to walk on it for a whole week before I was like,
it's not getting better.
Perhaps this is a fracture.
Yes. And then she finally went and checked, and it was. And then it took so long actually didn't take long. A month is actually a great time.
A month. With that 1 week I walked around on, it took me a month, and that is the longest I've ever felt. Radi's laughing at me, being like, that day.
Radi,
shut up, Radi.
She was there. That's
she was. She brought food. She was like, you did what?
She did.
I'm coming.
She did.
But yeah, I had to be on the couch or in bed for a whole month and have somebody else take care of me.
Oh my
which
God.
is hubby. Shout outs to him, man. He didn't go to work for a whole month because he was cooking and cleaning.
Yo.
So if you don't got your mans like mine,
we don't want him.
That's not your man's. Give him back. What you doing? It's either that energy or nothing at all. So
oh my goodness, man.
That was the hardest thing for me because I do, you know me, and I don't like to ask people for help. I have to do everything by myself.
Yes.
I don't like to be weak or vulnerable or have people have to help.
Yes.
So letting my guard down and letting somebody else take care of me for a whole month was just... No, thank you. Don't want that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can completely understand that because I'm the same way as TG. I think for me, the most single challenging thing, I had to cut out people from my life.
Yeah.
I had to cut out people who I love dearly, who were close to me, people who were in my inner circle. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go.
Let's shorten the roster.
And I think, like I said, when you love yourself, that's like, for me, choosing to love myself, choosing to do what's best for me. Those are the challenging things that you have to do. And so for me, I think that's probably one of the things that made it challenging in this year, but all works.
All in good. Yeah, I walk more carefully now. So
Someone's like,
there's
"Are you
a
okay?"
lesson in there somewhere.
No, for sure. I think we both walk more carefully. That is definitely the lesson that we've learned.
Not trying to break any more bones. Shout outs to Joe. She said, "Hola, my girls. I'm loving it and happy anniversary." Shout outs to you. We're about to head off for the news.
Yes.
We will be back.
We are going to be back,
We still have 18 more questions to answer, so we're going to have to rapid fire these.
I think we are. I think we're being very reflective. We're like, so we're definitely going to come back and talk more about it. Stay tuned. Again, if you guys have any requested tracks, if you guys want to talk to us and say happy anniversary, happy New Year, happy
anniversary. We're going to count down, even though it's not midnight, right before we leave.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure to stick around and celebrate New Year's Eve with us.
Can't wait, y'all. Woo. So we're going to see you guys in the second half. Do not move a muscle. We'll see you guys after 7 here on the Awaze Show. Let's get it.
Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Awaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Awaze, let's spice it up.
Yo, we're back at it. Welcome back.
Again, but okay.
To the second
I'm letting
half.
go and letting God.
Yes, y'all. We're back with the second half here on the Awaze Show on ABC 104.7. Woo woo.
It's the anniversary / New Year's Eve edition of the Awaze Show. If you're just tuning in for the second hour and don't know what's going on, it's actually our 1-year anniversary of doing the Awaze Show, and we felt it was all important that we celebrated.
Felt like being festive.
And we've been together since lunch, celebrating.
Yes, in the various ways.
It started without y'all. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
It's only right.
For next year, we'll try and do...
To include y'all the entire day?
Just the top fans.
Top fans. Okay.
Yes, just the Patreons. But welcome back to the show. We're playing a little game.
Rapid fire.
Just a little one.
Yes.
It's 20 questions on New Year's Eve to just kind of reflect on your year, what's it been like, what you do. Because I have a short-term memory, and so does Howie.
Oh my God, even now more than ever. My God, what is happening to me?
Today, she has said, I was going to tell you something, but I forgot.
The entire day. She's like, stop it, bro.
I was like,
entire day. But no, today has been such a great day. So happy that it's been a year. And we want to end the second half. We literally have this less than a half an hour with the questions that we started earlier.
Yes.
Should we do them?
Yes, ma'am.
So we asked two questions, did we?
We did. We talked about what did we say?
We don't remember.
I can't look at it. We're live.
So here we did what's the single best thing that has happened to you this year, as well as the single most challenging thing.
Yes.
So we did 2 out of the 20 questions. We have 18 remaining. They're kind of repetitive here or there, so we can kind of, skip through the ones that seem a little repetitive, and we will answer the rest of the questions.
I'm ready.
So we about to do this?
Yes.
Yeah? All right, so
everybody play along too.
Play with us, y'all. So be able to ask yourselves these questions too.
Phrasing.
Y'all, pause, okay?
Okay.
Y'all know what I mean. So Telegram, make sure to hit us up if you want, but
Please.
ask yourselves these questions too, just so that you can
Be reflective and mindful of how the year has been for you. So number 3, what was an unexpected joy this past year?
Damn. Thinking.
I know.
Processing. Unexpected joy.
Yeah.
Still processing.
An unexpected joy. That's kind of hard because you're literally sifting through the entire year.
Yeah, because I'm too cautious for anything unexpected to happen to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it happened,
You expected
it's a good
it.
thing. I planned for it.
Has there been any surprises that you weren't expecting? Like pleasant surprises that you're like, oh, this was nice.
I'm thinking. Yes. Like towards the end of the year, actually, like in the past 2-3 weeks or so, I've had multiple conversations when it comes to family. And my mom and my older brother are kind of the only people I keep in touch with when it comes to family.
Sure.
And so I've been complaining about things for the last couple of years where I love my mom, but she did not have my back. You know what I mean? I would do anything for that woman, but deal with her husband. I don't know how else to put this. And she just, despite the fact that she got the worst of it, keep in mind,
Yeah.
she really just was not ready to let it go. And so towards the end of the year, she's like, I was telling you earlier what she's been saying. I can't say it on live.
Yeah.
For legal reasons. For legal reasons, so I won't get into it. But this is probably the first time in my life where my mom and me were on the same page and saw eye to eye. And we're like, yeah, T can go to hell. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So that made me really happy because halfway through the year, it was starting to feel like, oh man, am I going to have to cut my mom off?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is profound, y'all. I know we're making it sound simple.
It's not like a chill topic.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that caught me the hell off guard this year, of her talking about him like that, me being like, dude, y'all been together for 40-something years, and that's the first time I've ever heard you talk about it like that.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Good job, mommy. So
I love it.
That was it for me. What was it for you?
Unexpected joy. Ew.
You're giggling
I'm
already.
like, I can't even think of this. I think it had to do with I had a hard conversation with my mom about something that has happened to me. And this was something that I never thought I would talk to her about, because I was just like, she's not going to understand it.
Yeah.
She's not going to. I told you about this
Yes,
conversation. And I told my mom about it, and she gave me so much grace. Like I said, I was able to talk to her about it because I had healed. And she was just like, I'm so sorry. I know that this is a conversation we're having over the phone.
Okay.
But I wish I could embrace you. I wish I could show you love. And I'm so sorry that you had to go through this pain by yourself. And I hope that your story can help so many other people who have gone through what you went through. That was so beautiful to be able to tell my mom that, but to also see my mom be encouraging of me. Like I said, it's a tough topic, so I'm not diving into it, but I didn't expect that to be the outcome. Yeah, we evolving. This is a year of growth in so many ways. So that was definitely an unexpected joy for me.
True.
A lot of these, by the way, for me are very personal. These questions that I'm answering for you guys.
Always.
Let's do unexpected joy. Let's pick 3 words to describe this past year. You can pick just 3 words.
Just 3 words?
Yes.
One was growth. We talked about this earlier on. It would be growth, and growth.
growth.
I'm being so honest. I've never called myself out on so much bullshit in my entire life.
Calling yourself out, not even other people calling you out.
I had, until this year, I had figured out how to call other people out and be like, you did, like, I would never confront you, but I would say, oh, this person has a pattern of this and they're doing this.
Right.
But until this year, I never got into the habit of just being self-accountable. I'm like, TG, you know what you did.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Like, that's not okay. That's not acceptable anywhere for any reason.
Sure.
And so, damn, yeah. Accountability. growth, and happiness. Those are my words. I
love-
like it.
I
That's
love
cute.
it.
That's cute. What are you? What are yours?
Mine is evolve. Oh Lord, I've evolved. Cause God knows I'm one for the pettiness. For real. Like
See, you've come along.
I have TG knows I have a petty nature. I'm nice, but y'all don't know what's underneath the skin. So evolve. Peace. I have a lot of peace this year. Y'all don't understand. I've let a lot of things go. Peace and healing. So for me, evolve, peace, and healing, those are my 3 words. Those are things that I sort of spoke into at the beginning of this year. And now I see the joys of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are the 3 words.
What are for everybody on our live and our Telegram, everybody texting, what are 3 words you would use to describe your year?
Yes, I think it's really good. I think that's one way to help you be really reflective of your year for you. Okay, let's talk about what are some of your most valuable relationships? Who were your most valuable relationships with this year?
I think this year was the first time I made a new friend in like years.
TG did.
I don't necessarily make new friends. Either you come as a friend of a friend. It's like a recommendation process.
Yeah.
And you're a friend of a friend at the end of the day.
True.
You don't really become, like, you don't transcend and become my friend specifically.
Yeah.
So 2021 was one of the first times there's multiple layers of friendship. And people get through certain stages. The last one is like my core. And if you get that far,
Your
you
inner
must be
circle.
a great person.
So it's your inner circle,
Yes.
basically.
It's my inner circle.
Yes.
And so I made new friends this year, and I am so surprised by that. I thought I was too old for that. I thought I had
That's
outgrown.
not a thing. Yeah, apparently.
I thought I had outgrown making friends, so that was new for me.
All right. Mine was that I reconnected with a childhood friend. So, and this was such a big part of my healing this year, because that friend went through it. Stop it! My alarm, yo. That the friend went through that healing the year before.
Okay.
So they were kind of able to guide me with my feelings and what I was going through. Yes, the journey was one that I did by myself, but my God, this individual was such a pivotal part of my year. And I don't think it would have been the same without this individual. So reconnecting with also
Very sweet.
people from the past is really, really a beautiful thing too.
I regret that one.
Forget what?
Reconnecting with some old friends.
Some people got to stay in the past.
I made a mistake. I'm woman enough to admit that I made a mistake. I should have just let the past stay in the past. Continue, please.
Oh my goodness. What were your biggest personal changes from January to December? So this past year.
Personally, like I said, I think accountability was one of the biggest things I did for myself.
Yeah.
Where I had to call myself out on my own behavior. It's easy to see faults and flaws in other people. It's a lot harder to see in yourself.
True.
And recognize it and be like, I'm a bad person for doing this. Like, it's not easy to tell yourself you're a bad person at all.
That's growth for damn sure.
Yeah. So I spent years and years and years just joking and making lighthearted comments about some of the most messed up things I've ever done in my life and continue to do until this year where I was like, that's not cute.
Right.
Hot girls don't do that.
Hot girls don't do that.
Hot girls don't behave like this. Like, you need to stop. Reevaluate your decisions. The shady things you do, you need to do better.
What about ways in which you've grown physically?
Hair.
I think
That's not
more-
even a hard question. My hair grew. My afro grew bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's beautiful.
If Freddie and David, y'all can stop having you could inbox each other.
Are they having a straight conversation
Yes.
underneath the comment
they
section?
are. Go to your inboxes. Thank you.
Oh Lord, I think the same is true for me. My hair, yeah. I've never done cornrolls. I don't do cornrows. For people who know me, this is new. So I've been taking care of my hair. Yeah, basically one of the biggest things, like, you know what I mean, in terms of physical growth.
Yeah, a black woman's hair, very
Child,
important.
it is a journey.
Up there at the top.
It is a journey.
A journey. But I hope we
yeah.
get that dedication to our hair to move to the rest of us.
I have one. I'm looking through these
I know,
questions
I know.
because they're kind of repetitive. What is one of the single biggest time wasters in your life of this year? What's one thing that you were like, my God, this was a waste of my time, and I need to give it the boot?
Some of the friends I made last year. some of my drinking buddies.
Oh
Some of my drinking buddies, they had to go.
Oh man.
Cause half of y'all, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know your name. But y'all, I get angry. I haven't gotten over that one. No, but yeah, there was a part of me, like a year and a half ago, where I definitely was channeling all my frustration into going out, being social,
Yeah.
drinking, and things like that. Not extreme. It's not that extreme, but it did drain the living hell out of me. It pushed me to like the breaking point that I needed to get to.
Yeah.
So all the ones that I made, y'all,
Yeah, I gotta go.
I barely know y'all, but still, wasted my damn time, my money, my energy, so many things. I'm so mad.
No, I completely get it.
Just rude.
Sheesh. Do I
Yeah.
have to say what mine is?
Yes.
If I'm gonna be
Say
honest
it.
with y'all,
I'm zooming in on you.
some of the people who I entertained.
Entertained, quote unquote.
Let's say entertained. I should not have wasted my time with y'all.
Y'all could all go.
Oh my God!
All of y'all.
I can go to hell in a handbasket. Seriously. No,
She's still petty, y'all. It's
petty.
nice to
I
see
told you
it.
the pettiness is still there underneath. But no, I just feel like that was some of it was like, why am I doing this? This is a
Why am I
waste of my
talking to
time.
you? That talking phase, huh?
Shouldn't have done that. Wish I took all my time back and
I could have just watched movies.
not doing that anymore. And clearly won't be doing that anymore. So that's something that I realized was a waste of my time.
Yeah.
And that is in the past, y'all. So
Hilarious. I love it.
what is a phrase or a statement that describes this past year for you?
Whew. Damn, we have
It
so
can
many.
even be just a phrase. It doesn't even have to be a sentence. It can be a full-on phrase that describes 2021 for you.
It's the mantra that I've had with me the entire year. And that is, what is mine?
Yes.
What is meant for me will always find me. I do not chase, I attract.
Yes, that has been. She sent me this mantra too. She'd be like, how we chant this?
What is meant for me will always find me. I will not chase. I will attract it.
Yes.
And I have kept that with me the entire year. And to be honest, it's worked. It's done wonders.
Yes.
Every time I felt like something wasn't going to happen, things weren't going my way. I planned for this, I worked for this, and it fell through.
Yes.
I had to stop and remind myself, it just wasn't meant for me.
I love it.
Let's get to skipping. Let's move on.
I love it.
Next.
Girl, I feel like mine is several different ones, but I have a lot of farming metaphors that have been like the whole planting seeds in my life and like receiving the harvest in due time. But also I think the whole being planted but not buried. I'm like, okay, I'm planted right now. This is my season in which I'm supposed to learn and grow, but I am going to blossom at some point. So for me, I felt like what is meant for me is going to be for me, and I just have to work on myself and everything will come in its own time. So
Yep.
that has been my thing.
It's not easy to let go of control when you're a control freak either.
100%. Yeah, I don't understand. If things didn't used to go my way, I would get upset.
It used to be like a tantrum up in here.
No, we've grown a lot. I know we make it look cute and sweet and we make it sound sexy. It was not.
We make it sound sexy.
It was not.
It's not sexy business.
It was
terrible.
It was a journey, y'all. But it's been one hell of a year, and I honestly cannot wait to see what 2022 is going to look like for the both of us, for real.
What is okay? Last one, final one, because I can never let stuff go. I can never let stuff end on a cute note.
Okay.
Biggest regret of the year, or the biggest mistake you think you made this year?
Biggest mistake of this year. I could talk about the previous years. I got a list.
No
Not
mistakes
this year.
Hey,
Everything there. I haven't taken any L's, and the L's that I've taken have been lessons because they were meant for my growth. I believe that nothing for me has been wasted in this year. Nothing. All of it is supposed to be a part of my full circle journey.
Okay.
So I have no regrets, and I absolutely mean that. What about you?
Definitely an L. And that was that show where I was like, I feel like I've been a bad friend to some people. Perhaps I need to reach out, reconnect, and maybe try and mend the friendship and do better.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of time, effort, energy. Regret that.
You're like, I shouldn't have done
That
all
was
that?
an L. I should have let bygones be bygones.
You know what? No.
Now I have to break it off again.
Dang. Friendship or
Twice.
or relationship or family break, whatever it is, any breakup sucks.
You need to leave it be.
Sucks donkey balls, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Some people just gots to go.
She went the whole route. No, because I had to like very smoothly, gently, almost smooth criminal moonwalked out of those people's lives where they didn't necessarily notice I was gone.
But these people needed you, I think, in this season, and you felt like if I'm not there, I think you would have felt more.
Yeah, sure. But now I'm just like, oh no.
I shouldn't have done this.
Never mind. I take it back. Forget I exist.
But at least those are confirmations to know, okay, I did the best that I could in the situation that I was in. Yeah. No more.
I'm not a terrible person. They're just not the greatest of friends.
Hey, we're having real conversations here. Here on Oaze, we have really
it's the
transparent.
Honesty. We could get caught talking smack about some people.
People be like, are they talking about me?
Have fun figuring it out.
Oh my God, y'all. So this has literally been the wrap up of the year, but also ushering in 2022.
What you got going on for 2022?
Talking about as in tomorrow?
Just in general for the whole year.
Like what you gonna do for the new year, or as in like the whole year?
The whole year.
I have a lot of big plans, TG, individually as well as together, and I'm excited. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I think I'm gonna talk a little bit about it throughout the year, but I'm excited to see what this year is gonna build for the both of us as well as individually. I'm, by the way, one of TG's biggest cheerleaders. I can't wait when she tells me things that she's up to and doing. I get so excited for you, and so. I'm excited to see what 2022 is going to bring. What about you?
Same for me. I think I have a lot of personal goals that I've sort of had to put off because I wanted to focus on Oaze. And I wanted to feel like I'd accomplished something or gotten to a certain point in my life and in my career before I could move forward in certain things in my personal life. So we'll see. I'm not gonna put anything out there.
I think
that's
we're just necessary. Gonna continue doing what we were doing before, just sprinkling bits of like
personal lives.
Yeah,
because we busy people. It can't all be personal.
Yeah,
but I'm definitely excited for 2022. I'm excited for us growing and doing bigger things and more and being out there. We've taken our sweet time.
We absolutely have.
Just taken baby steps so we feel as comfortable as humanly possible when we got ourselves out there and in front of the world. And I think we're ready.
I think so too.
I think we're ready.
Like we said, guys, we're gonna keep y'all posted. Make sure to keep following us, and if you guys you know what I mean, like the video, make sure to check us out on Oaze Media. That's AWAZEMEDIA. We're going live, in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, that's who the people we're talking to. Sammy, shut up also. I'm just telling people to shut up. You can continue.
People are just having conversations under the comments.
They just enjoying themselves.
Happy 2022, yo.
If you guys want us to do more lives, this would be the
let us know.
Best time to tell us.
Oh, for sure.
Because, you know, there's no time like
the present? We're about to get out of here, yo.
And with that, we know it's not midnight or anything, but Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Whether you're celebrating it or not. Next Friday is Crima. Crema.
It is.
Habasha crema.
We've literally been celebrating every week. Last week we celebrated Christmas, the international one. This year, New Year's, and our 1-year anniversary next week, Christmas.
I'm strung out on holidays at this point.
Hey, I'm happy.
But early Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you guys super, super soon. As usual, obviously, we're making the videos, so they're going to come out in a little bit as well. So
Absolutely.
Make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you for all the love. Happy anniversary, babes.
Happy anniversary to you too, love. Can't wait to see what 2022 is going to bring, not just for us, but for y'all. And we'll be back soon.
Soon. Just soon.
Let's
Whatever.
just say soon.
Keep an eye out.
All right, with that, y'all, we'll say our final phrases.
Gosh.
One last time?
We're going to get new phrases for next year, I feel like. So this is the last time
that we're going to say
the
this?
absolute last time. Yes.
Oh,
as usual.
wow.
Make good decisions. Stay hydrated. Awaze
out.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to your new family. It's the Owaze Show with your hosts Fire and TG every Friday from 6 to 8 p.m.
The best music, entertainment, spicy topics, and so much more.
Owaze, let's spice it up.